Okay, gang, let's do this. Jan of Jan Hicks Creates here. It is Tuesday, July 10th at 8:12 in the morning. I am sick as a dog, so I know. Why am I here? Mostly I'm here because I have giveaways to announce, winners to announce, and more stuff to do, and I figured since I'm here anyways, I may as well just do as much as I can. So, please forgive me. I am bass today. You know that song, Mama sang bass, Daddy sang tenor? I'm bass today. If you hear that? Ooh. I've been up since 2, congested, coughing. I take Dayquil. I'm on Dayquil now. I don't think it really does anything except dries me out and makes my cough less productive. So if I start coughing, I hope to hit the pause button, the off button on the recording real quick. If not, I will edit it out. But I'm here. I'm probably not going to worry about a slideshow this morning. So if you didn't see a slideshow, this is why. But I am here. Yeah. So, I have notes. I'm going to use them. I always use them, but you know, I don't know how coherent I'm going to be. I don't know. You know, some videos I feel like I'm not coherent anyways, and then I listen back and it's like, oh, you're actually speaking in complete sentences. You sound pretty good. I'm not guaranteeing that today. I don't know whether I'm going to have a point at the end of any of my sentences, so just bear with me today and just take it as a comedy routine, because that may be where we're at today. Let's see, a couple admin notes. Christmas in July challenge. It is going well. Like I said, I have my first week's giveaway announcers. My first giveaway winners to announce. See? Just laugh along with me. I have no problem laughing at myself. I believe that's a very important trait for people to have, to be able to laugh at themselves. So, first week done. I think it went well. I've had a lot of people posting on the hashtag on Instagram. So if you are on Instagram, please use JHC Christmas in July when you're posting your pictures. If you do, you will be entered in for a big giveaway at the end of the month. If you aren't on Instagram, that's okay. I'm doing giveaways every single week here, so hopefully you'll have a lot of chances to win. I'm also on Instagram. They have a new feature called IGTV. I think it's a little bit of a competition for YouTube, but it's meant to be more of a just longer than the the stories videos that people do on Instagram, and if I'm correct, those don't stay around. So it's meant to be it's meant to be more of an on-the-fly type of video, not necessarily as polished as what we do on YouTube. So with your mobile device, with your phone, but it can be up to 10 minutes. So what I've only done a couple of them because once I got sick, I just didn't have the energy to do it. But I've done a couple Stitch With Me videos on IGTV, and I will continue to do more of my ornaments throughout the month. IGTV is a feature that you need to update the app to get, so it won't automatically appear. So look to see if you have an update for Instagram, and do that update, and you'll see in the upper right corner, you have the little airplane that shows your messages, and then right next to that is the icon for IGTV. And there will also be on the top of once you update, there will be on the top of the screen notifications that somebody you are following has done an IGTV. They also have put out a separate app for it. I'm not using that. I'm just using it through Instagram. Just got a notification in that all of the people that were trapped in that cave in Thailand have been rescued. So that is very good news indeed. They were there for 2 weeks. And they're from the reports I've seen, they seem to be in fine health. It just is amazing. So anyways, good news to start the day with. Let's see. I also wanted to say congratulations to Chelsea on the birth of baby Cash. If you're on Instagram, I don't know whether she's posted them on any of the stitching. She might have put it on Stitch Mania. She's been posting pictures of the baby. Her and Priscilla did do their Flosstube video on Saturday with the baby. He made his little patriotic appearance on July 4th, and I'm just thrilled for them. Let's see. I do have some new Flosstubers that I watched. Let's see. Not very many, and excuse me, yeah, I have to read these. So first, I finally found Saltbox Stitcher. There's all kinds of people who have mentioned her already, for good reason. Wow is what I have written here. She does her videos in front of a wall where she has a lot of her samplers hung, and it's just a gorgeous backdrop. She's showing samplers, all kinds of different stitches. She's more of a primitive stitcher, I think, but she does beautiful work, beautiful finishes. She's also has a quilting business, so she spends her days with her long arm quilter quilting. She's been stitching for decades and has the work to prove it. So she only has a couple videos up now. She loves Blackbird Designs. She actually worked with, or no, she went to she was a customer at the store where one of them, I forget whether it's Barb or Alma, worked before they formed Blackbird Designs. So she has pretty much all of them, and she's done a lot of them, and it's a great YouTube. The second one is called Bird Stitcher. Her name is Betsy Klager. And Betsy, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. She is somebody that we follow each other on Instagram, so I knew her from there. So she just put up her first video. As her name suggests, she does like to stitch birds, and she does beautiful, beautiful work with that. She's done some really pretty finishes. She's also an avid knitter, which of course is why we like each other so much. So I recommend you check her out, Bird Stitcher, and I will have the links to all of these below in my show notes. The last one is Mev Stitches in Paris. She is somebody I found through Suzette, Primitive Stitcher, so thank you, Suzette, for pointing her out. She seems to stitch a lot for family and friends, and oh my goodness, she's doing some amazing projects that she's giving away. One is I don't know how to say it, is the designer in, I think it's Germany, that does a lot of Quakers, so it's a really complex band sampler. And she talks a bit about some changes she made and what she's using for that. That's just amazing. She's working on Harvest Keeper by Plum Street, which is gorgeous. She is also starting to do freehand embroidery, and one of her inspiration pieces is a piece of artwork that she got permission to use, and it's just, I can't wait to see the progress on that. I am very interested in freehand embroidery. I haven't done anything yet. I have materials, but I'm interested to watch her progress, and she's definitely an inspiration. So Mev Stitches in Paris. Hold on one second. Okay. Let's see. I have some FFOs. And if you follow me on Instagram, or you are in the Stitch Mania or Friday Off the Grid groups, you have seen this. But I FFO'd my little Lizzie Kate Snowman 10. And I am thrilled with him. Now, this is all hand done, because, as you know, I don't have a sewing machine. So I hand stitched the background fabric onto the linen. I stuffed it, and the stuffing certainly isn't the most even stuffing in the world, but I'm happy with it. And then I took this yarn that I had. This was the light pink yarn that I used at the end of my cuffs and my collar on the sweater that I completed recently. Of course, I have plenty of this left. So I took just a little bit of that and couched that over top of the seam. Do you call it a seam? The stitches that I made, you know, when sewing the pieces together. I couched it with just the garnet, the 815 that I used in the piece. And and then I fringed the edges. And this is a piece, this is a finishing technique that I saw in one of the Christmas ornament issues that I'll actually be showing you today, or in a little bit. So, anyways, totally thrilled. No, I did not put my initials and the year on this. And I'm kind of kicking myself now because I could have done that down there very easily. But I think what I'll do is stitch a little patch and stitch it onto the back of here. So he is adorable. My other FFO is a knitting one, and this is actually one that I finished a few weeks ago that I couldn't tell you about because it is Laura Nelkin's latest Lola club kit. Laura has two clubs, the N Club, which is for bigger projects, and Lola Knits. Lola is Laura's alter ego, and the Lola Knits one is usually smaller one skein or just little bits projects. And so Laura has designed a lot of jewelry pieces in the past, and so that's what this is. It's a bracelet. Has a magnetic clasp here, but of course because it's yarn you can just slide it on. The technique she teaches in this, and there's always some kind of teaching piece in her designs, is the tubular peyote stitch. So this was new to me. It was a lot of fun. Anybody who knows me knows I love beads. I love adding beads to my knitting. So this was done making 4 I-cords that you actually attach the yarn to one of these clasp thingies. I don't know what to call that. You start by attaching the yarn to that, casting on to that, and then you make the I-cord, and then you do that 4 times. You make the 4 tubular peyote beads, put the beads on, and then finish off the I-cord on the other side of the clasp. So this was an awfully fun piece. Like I said, this is a club piece, so it will not be available, the pattern will not be available. It is on Ravelry, but it's not available to the general public. I think for a year she keeps it exclusive. But if you're interested in this, and if you're interested in this type of work, I highly recommend you check out Laura's clubs. Like I said, this is the Lola Club. If you go to nelkindesigns.com, you will find information about it. She mentioned yesterday or the day before, that she still has kits left. So if you would like this and you'd like to sign up for the club, you can do that, and you will start with July, which is what this kit is. So that was a lot of fun. All right, so notes. So I do have other finishes, my other ornaments. I had been hoping that I would get more FFO'd for this video, but the cold just has knocked me flat, so I didn't. But I do have things planned out. So this is the first ornament I was working on. This is by handwork. And it's hard to see, but I do have my initials in 2018 on there. This is the one that had the phrase, "To virtue be inclined," down here, and I decided not to do it. I've picked out this. I went to Joann's and got some of their fat quarter bundles, and this is from one of the bundles, and I think that is the perfect backing fabric for that. So I will be backing that, just making a pillow. I'm not going to make it into an ornament. I don't think. It's small enough, but no, I think this is more of just a pillow thing. And then I think I'll do a cording. I don't have a quarter. I almost got one through Amazon the other day, and I didn't, and I'll probably do that. But I'm going to make a cording, I think, out of the gold color. Maybe the gold mixed with the copper, or the mulberry in the middle, because it kind of picks up the golds in the dark, the mulberries in here. So there's that one. This is my latest finish. All is Calm, and this is the backing fabric. I forget who did this one. Oh, Little by Little Designs, that's who it is. I love it. I think that sheep is so cute. I love the little hearts on the little Charlie Brown tree. This is the design that had this strange like bird here that Kim Gatson, I think, looked like a goldfish. So I just took him out and put a star in. Hold on, I wanted to tell you what I did to this. I actually hand dyed the fabric. Un momentito. Okay, so this fabric started out as this. And again, un momentito, sorry about this. I decided it needed to be grungy. That this design needed to be grungy. It's very primitive, right? This is a 36 count. Yeah, this was 36 count, 1/2. Using, it was all the called for DMC. Yes, it was. So it started out as that light color, and if you remember, I have these distress inks from Tim Holtz that I had used on my first punch needle project. So I used that. I got the fabric wet, and I just put a grocery bag, one of the grocery bags, down on the table or on the counter in my kitchen, seeing which colors I used. And I used walnut stain and vintage photo. I used these two and just sprayed it, just lightly sprayed it. And then I put it under running water and rinsed it, and I think that helped the colors to kind of bleed all over the fabric. And then I put it back on the paper bag and scrunched it up some more and spritzed it some more, and then kind of dripped some water on it to help it bleed a little bit so I didn't have any strong spots. And then I just kind of, there was a lot of the spray ink on the bag, so I just kind of splotched it down. And then I, because I wanted to start stitching right away, because it was the morning of starting this that I did this, because, you know, why plan ahead? I blew it dry with a blow dryer a bit, and then I dried it the rest of the way with my iron. So there is that. That is going to be put on this background fabric, and again, this is another one from the Fat Quarter bundle I got from Joann's. And then I have this chenille that I was gifted a little while ago, and it matches the colors in this perfect. So I am very pleased with that, and hopefully I'd like to get all of these finished before I leave for Canada on Saturday, so we shall see. And then the last one that I finished is my little band sampler, Let It Snow. And I really don't remember who this one was by. And I just got some, this is like a plastic little snowflake thing. It called for a snowflake button in there, so I just got that at Joann's. No initials, but at least it has 2018. I need to get better about remembering to put my initials on. I never remember that. I'm using the same backing fabric I used on my snowman. It's a little snowflake one. And then what I'd like to do, I got this bias tape, this piping bias tape at Joann's. So my idea is to put this around. Now, all of this is brand new to me, right? I've never done this. My thought, and you guys need to tell me if this will work, is that I will tack this down onto here, tack it where I want it to lay, right? And when I go around the corner, I'm figuring so I go around the corner, I assume I'll like cut slits in this kind of so it will accordion open. Is that right? So once I tack that down, then I put the wrong sides together and I'll sew those together. And that should mean that that piping will end up in the right place when I turn it inside out, right? I can do that? Will that work? Please let me know, because I've never done this before and I don't know whether things work in real life like they do in my brain. I don't know. Oh, the other one I finished, I forgot about you guys. 2x2 Deer by the Prairie Schooler. in love with this one too. They're so cute. I had picked this fabric up a long time ago from Joann's. And so I really like that with that. It's not necessarily Christmassy. There might be a better one in this stack. This is the other ones. I'm jumping to haul. These are the other ones that came in that stack. So that one's kind of too camouflagey, although it might work with deer, right? That one and that one. But I don't know that any of those really work any better with that. No, definitely not that one. This one I think is too shiny with that gold. So I think the brown works the best, and it pulls out the brown. And I'm not sure what edging I'll do on this. I have some like hemp jute cording that I might use. And this will be made into an ornament. So there is that. And I don't have to show the fat quarters anymore in haul because you just saw them. Okay, so what is next? Are you tired of my voice yet? I'm tired of my voice. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so all right, the next ornaments. I should have started a new ornament yesterday, and I just wasn't feeling up to it. Going through the whole process of choosing the linen and pulling out the fibers. I just wasn't. Hold on one second. All right, so instead, I worked on my Mill Hill Santa, and he's coming along slowly but surely. So that is him here. I still really like him. So you can see I have the beard done. I have some of the decorative stuff here. I have the light color in his hat done, and I'm starting on his upper body here. And I did a little bit of the background over here just because I wanted some blue in my life. I am not in love with working on perforated paper. I hate not being able to do the sewing method. It goes so much slower. But, you know, he's going to be super cute when he's done. So I'm okay with that. And I still have everything all lined up in my Bitsy Bob. Still works really well. And that's where I store the chart and everything. So there is that. I am going to at least do one more ornament this week. I probably won't still today. My energy level is just too low. But the next two that I am planning on doing are, this one is called The Greatest Gift is of Love. The Greatest Gift is Love by Lizzie Kate, and that's that one there. I really like the finishing on this. I may have to borrow my friend's sewing machine because I think that's a lot of hand stitching. I'm not even sure how that goes together, so she's a quilter, she'll know. And then the other one is Christmas Cheer, and this is by Heart and Hand. And that's this one here. And this is the one I told you I'd be showing you in a little bit. This is what inspired me on my Lizzie Kate finish. So having the fringy pillow stuffed with the outline. They did a corded trim there, and I did the couching. So anyways, I think both of those will go rather quickly. So hopefully by the end of the week, I'll get at least one of those done. Back to notes. All right, so speaking of end of the week and Canada and the trip. So on Saturday we leave. We'll be getting on the road. We're going to pack up the RV as much as we can Friday. We won't take the food over, at least not the refrigerated food. So we won't turn the refrigerator on until we actually leave. So everything else will be in there though, except us and the cats and food. So we leave Saturday and then we come back the following Sunday. I had been planning to take an ornament for every day to work on, and then take the Winter Wonderland and work on it. And I was going to work on the Cricket Collection December chart at the end of the month, the last week when I came back. I decided I'm not even going to worry about working December. I'm going to save that for December. Just because I'd like to get more done on the other two. I think I can get a chunk done on the Kanikis one, the Winter Wonderland, and I'd really like to get more done on my my Mill Hill Santa. I'm only going to take, I think, materials for, I'm sorry for saying so much. I know Christine apologized for that too. It's hard to have a flow going sometimes. I'm going to only take a couple ornaments with me to stitch on during the trip. Number one, because I do want to work more on these bigger projects and really try and get a chunk of both of those done. But also, I don't want to take a bunch of little things. I don't want to have to mess with getting all that together, figuring it out, storing it. Not like we don't have a lot of storage. I just don't want to mess with all the little bits and pieces. I also don't know how much time we are going to have to just be sitting. We're visiting our friends in London. We have one day planned. Excuse me. Drainage. Mike's birthday is July 17th. And we are going to go into Toronto that day and do a Segway tour. Mike and I love touring on Segways. We have toured Austin, we have toured Boston, we have toured New Orleans, and we have toured Garden of the Gods in Colorado Springs on Segways. So if it's something that you feel you're able to do, I highly recommend it. It's a great way to see a larger part of a town that you may be first visiting than just walking. And it's just cool. It's just fun. So we're going to do a Segway tour of Toronto. And then we are going to eat probably lunch, late lunch, early dinner up in the CN Tower in Toronto. So we're really looking forward to that. That should be a fun day. I don't know what all else my friend Janine has planned, but the main point is just being able to visit with them for a while. So that's my plans for Canada. And we'll probably come home. It's going to be hard. It's always hard coming home and having to leave the RV. It's going to be even harder coming home from Canada. Okay. Haul and pass the stash. I got one lovely pass the stash this week. Many, many thanks to Tammy Foles. Foles? I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Tammy. As you know, I have talked about the Teresa Wensler ornament, the 12 Days of Christmas ornament series. The first one was in one of my Christmas, just cross-stitch Christmas issues, and I had found out that the whole series was available on Patterns Online, but Tammy very generously offered to send me her copy. I don't know whether she's actually done them, but she did, and here it is. And they are lovely. They are actually stitched 1/1 on, I think it was 28 count, 28 or 25. Perfect, up my alley, right? Perfect. I was this close to heading up to the stitching post and getting fabric for it and starting, but I'm just too sick to go anywhere. I am going to do it as separate ornaments. I don't know whether you watched Misty Purcell's, I think it was her last one that she did. She talked about a store that she was at that had ornaments displayed on a garland, and I think that's a brilliant idea. I could totally see getting like a pine bow going up the stairs if we have stairs in Hawaii. Assuming we have stairs, and of course this means that I'm telling myself I'm going to get these done in the 3 years that we're in Hawaii. But anyways, I could totally see a pine garland going, wrapping around stairs and having these hanging on them. Wouldn't that be cool? Anyways, thank you very much, Tammy. I am excited. I'm going to start these in December. I am going to wait until December to start them. but I will be starting them then. So pretty. So the rest is little goodies that I got. All from Amazon, actually, and Joann's. So you already saw the other fabric that I got from Joann's, and I got the piping, and I got some buttons and other odds and ends. I also got this wool bundle. I like the colors. I think some of those will be good for my ornaments. Yeah, I thought those were fun, and they're soft and squishy because wool, what's not to love? So the rest, oh, and I also got this, Tim Holtz, same maker of the walnut stains. I love Tim Holtz products. I used them a lot when I was stamping. I love the grungy vintage eclectic look. I used to do ATCs, and I always grunged things up. So I had a lot of Tim Holtz products, and now I seem to be getting them again. So this is just a little sampler pack of fabrics, script and maps and ticking. I just thought these would be good, not necessarily for my Christmas ornaments, although this kind of has good colors, but I just thought this would be good general backing for other smalls that I do. That's a letters. So anyways, that's also from Joann's. And from Amazon, because I've gotten to the point where I'm hiding my cross-stitch purchases in my Amazon orders. Another little dimensions kit, Life is Better in Flip-Flops. And I actually have a t-shirt that I got at Margaritaville in Key West that says that Life is Better in Flip-Flops. And that is my mantra. And you better believe that that's pretty much all I'll be wearing. I can't stand shoes. I cannot stand shoes. Now when I'm running, I know I have to wear shoes. I can't stand having my feet enclosed in shoes. So yeah, I will be living life in flip-flops. So I thought that was awfully cute. It's the whole kit. I won't be using the Ada. I will substitute out for some other type of fabric. So isn't that happy? Love that. Oh good, you get the sound of a cat scratching in a litter box. I don't know whether you can hear that or not, but also from Amazon, I should have taken this out and I didn't. The Prairie Schoolers Winter Samplers. I am officially collecting all of their sampler series things. I think other people have said the colors on this, the browns are kind of dreary. And I agree, although it works. I could see substituting the fabric for a gray or a brownish gray, but you'd have to be careful because I don't think the browns would look as good on the gray. But anyways, I love all three of these. So let me see if I can read. I'm gonna put my glasses on because, you know, why squint when the glasses are right here. Winter. In the dark gray days of winter, frosty wind made moan. Earth stood hard as iron, water like a stone. With all the, that's this one, with all the snowflakes. Love that. I have no problem with winter in charts. Have you noticed that? I am good with winter in charts. The next one, as a winter's day lengthens, so the cold strengthens. And then with the alphabet above and below, that's the middle one. Isn't that gorgeous? And the sun and the moon. Oh, I love that. And then the last one. Winter is a time of promise. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. Another deer. Love it. And this particular seller on Amazon includes a charm. So in this one they included a Christmas tree charm. It's rather big, but I'll probably be able to use it on something. And then the last thing I got, I've had my eye on this for a while. This is a book, Sand, Sea, and Cross Stitch. And I love so many of these. And I'm not going to do a total flip through because there are so many. But this is one of the main ones that caught my eye. The months, you know I like seasons, you know I like series, you know I like months. Perfect. So January, February, March, April, And this one, of course, is a little bit in the fold. May, June, July, August, and September, October, November, December. Isn't that great? Love the colors, love the designs. And I actually like how it's 4 at a time. I think Sasha just tipped over. We actually have we have a bar in our kitchen with higher bar stools. And so he jumps up on that. He likes to lay on the bar. We never use it. It's his place to lay. But he has to jump up on the bar stool to get up there. And his hind legs are getting so weak, and I don't know whether it's from the diabetes or whether he's starting to get arthritis, that he's having a hard time jumping. So we put like a bin, just a plastic bin there as a stepping stone for him, and I think he tipped that over. So anyways, just a few more. That one isn't my favorite, but it's kind of patriotic. I like that. I don't have very many patriotic things. A couple of alphabets. I like the one with the seagulls better than the one with the fish, but those are both cute. I really like these two as well. I could see a whole montage, like with the alphabets and these little pieces all montaged together in my Hawaii home. So, you know, something else I'm going to finish in the 3 years that I lived there, along with the Teresa ones. Oh my God, I know. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I love that. And then this one. It's like, that's just it. This is one of the books on Amazon that they had the look inside. And they didn't show you all of it, but every one that I saw, I really liked. So I've had my eye on this for a while. I love this lighthouse. Look at the shading on this. Isn't that pretty? I love that. And all the white frames, just set them off, the white fabric. And I could see doing them just like that. So let me see, is there any other ones that really struck me? Isn't that pretty? So anyway, I think that might be about it. Oh, except that one. Sail away with me. Of course, that should be for us like RV away with me. But maybe it gets the same kind of drift. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, and these ones. Look at these pretty patriotic hearts. It's pretty, isn't it? Although I do have to say that the blue field and the stars being on the wrong side bothers me. They could have just flipped it around and done it the right way. And that's what I would do. This one is also really cute. Do you see all of these? I mean, look at all those cute little sailboats, a little whale spouting. They're all so cute, and I love the dark fabric on that one. Isn't that fun? All right, so, oh, and these ones. Oh, these ones. I had forgotten about these ones. Oh, my goodness. Let me see if I can. Oh, look at that. Aren't those adorable? Every single one of them I want to do. I love them. So yeah, sand, sea, and cross stitch. Perfect. Perfect for me. Okay, guys, we are down to that day, that time, and you know something? I didn't write it down. God. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. I had forgotten, I noted the winners down. I had made a spreadsheet of who was interested in what, and I had noted down in the spreadsheet who had won, but I didn't note it down on here, and of course it's in numbers, in the Numbers app on my iPad, which is what I'm using to record. So anyways, I'm back, and the winners are Valerie Rennell has won the yarn. There were 13 people who were interested in the yarn. For Santa, there were 28 people interested in the Santa, and Kathleen Werner won the Santa. And Winter, everybody liked the Winter. There were 45 people interested in Winter, and William Dennison won that. I noted all of that below in your on your comments below. So, but just in case, email me. I will put my email in the show notes as well. Email me with your address, and I will get those out. If you get them to me before we leave, I will get them out before we head to Canada. If you don't get them to me before Saturday morning, then I won't get it in the mail until after the 22nd, which is when we get back. So, next week's prizes, or this week's prizes, the next set of prizes. Do you like that? I never know the right words. What makes the most sense? Okay, and I also didn't know the right words, what to call these, so bear with me. First we have this beautiful stocking. We Three Kings by Cross My Heart. Never used. So if you are interested in this, put I like the stocking. The next one is a shepherd's bush design called Button Sheep, while shepherds watch their flocks by night. Just a sweet little piece. I do not have that button, so you would have to either search that down or put something else there. Could even stitch a sheep. There's enough sheep patterns out there, right? So this is called Button Sheep, Shepherd's Bush. If you were interested in this, put I like shepherds. And you'll understand why I'm saying that, because the last one is this cute little pouch. This is actually something that I got at Sheep and Wool last year. I got a whole bunch of them. Just a cute little notions pouch, fully lined, dark fabric, little felted ball on the zipper, and of course this absolutely adorable sheep. So if you are interested in this, put I like sheep. Meh. I know, poor little sick sheep. All right, guys, I made it through. I didn't hack up a lung. We'll call it a win. I will see you on Instagram. I will see you on Facebook. And I hope you'll find me on IGTV. Until we meet again, have a great week and find that joy in all of your stitching, everything you do. The joy's out there, just find it and hold on to it. We need the joy these days. Take care. Bye-bye.